Hi, it's Jez from Nigezza Creates. Thanks for joining me today. So I recently did a little live opening of Happy Mail, which contained lots of antique and vintage sort of newspapers and magazines. And I said I'd do something with them. And so here I am. I have got lots of blank pages. You know, when you get at the beginning of books, and I keep them in a drawer. So lots of these are very vintage and antique. So I thought I'd use these, and I'd use these really. I love that image, but it's really big. I'm not quite sure how I'll use it, but for now I'm not going to touch that, even though I love it. I am in the midst of doing a crime journal, so I think it might find its way into there. I'm just going to take off this back page because I like these adverts. I love old adverts, and here we've got 4 nice big ones, and there was a bit of me that thought I could do a foldy over thing and make 2 foldy over things. That's what I was thinking. So I am just going to rip this down in half. That's what I'm going to do. So I can see that line there, and I'll just take that. Rips very easily because it's newspaper and it's quite old. So yeah, and it's not very straight, as you can see. The printing back then wasn't as good as it is now. I like that. I like the mess on the end there. It's sort of disintegrating, but it's okay. So and I like, we've got bits of adverts on the inside, so I'm thinking, which is always a bit dangerous really, Jez, that I'll just fold this over in half. Yeah, sort of down that line there. Yeah, I think we'll do that. So we've got nice little woman there on a bike. It is actually an advert for bikes. Graceful, easy and happy. Yeah, and on the back we have a gramophone or phonograph there, so playing records. Yep, and then we've got various things on the inside. So what I want is to create some journaling place. So it is going to be a little bit too wide, I think. If I'm thinking about like a normal journal, which is a piece of A4 folded in half, this is going to be slightly too wide. So actually I might fold in these edges so we've got a little bit of we've strengthened it. I like the rippy bit, so I don't want to lose the rippy bit. I'm proper making this up as I go along. I'm thinking that is just going to disintegrate, Jez. So what I'm going to do is I might stick something down it to reinforce it. I think gluing it, folding it and gluing it in ain't going to do it. I'll do this side first. I think this side's a bit easier. Yeah. So I'm just going to fold both ends in. Right. And if I want a bit of that, would be a bit of journaling. I could hinge it So then that, still quite thin, to pop in a pocket and then open it up. You've got a bit of journaling. You could journal on both sides and still see what's under there. I think I might do that. In which case, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my mat to try and get this folded up straight nicely without ruining it. I think you've already done a bit of a, yeah, we'll have to go with the flow of what I did before. A nice crease. And then I'll do a bit of glue down there. Can I use my collal because it'll give it a bit of strength. So I'm not going to put anything on this side. I am just going to glue it down. But I'm keeping that sort of ripped edge. There we go. So I don't know if you watched my video where I opened this package, you'll know that I said I was taking her to the hospital, and then when we get back I'll do some crafting, and that's exactly what I've done. He's having a lay down, and I'm doing a bit of this. Just watched the start of a video and it was like, no, Jess, you need to get on and do. I could quite easily have carried on just watching that video and not done an awful lot else, but yeah. I'm liking that. So I'm thinking I'll just stick that down. But what I'm thinking is I want to reinforce this because it's going to have something hinged on it. So I'm going to get my micropore and I'm going to stick some of this down here. I'm going to have to cut some of it off, I think. So I'm just going to go down here. Like so. Right, I want that off. So I'm going to just going to take it off with my knife. And I'm going to just stick that up here because I might be able to use that again for something else. So we've got that down the edge there, and that will strengthen that bit stop that from coming apart. Just trying to find the blending brush, which I did have here, but I can't see it. Should I get another one? No, it's there, Jess. It's there. Just gonna ink a little bit. Oh yeah. That'll do. And I'll take this. Glue it there. Quite like that. Do I want? I'm actually sort of sitting there thinking, actually, would I want something a different, more of a browny colour? Got that. That's a bit more browny. It's got that on the other side that I could maybe decorate that. That's a bit of a better colour. Oh, Jess, you can't make a decision, can you? Not really. Not really. No, I quite like that. And it's got writing on it. Maybe that. Maybe like that. That's Peter Robson. And that's Ed's surname's Robson. Quite like that. That feels like it's quite thick. So now I'm changing my mind again, so it's too thick. I want a thin piece. Just go back to the original, Jess. I don't mind. Quite like the contrast of the colour. Yeah, we'll do that. God, that took a while, didn't it? Flipping neck. So I'm going to Collard glue again down the edge here. I'm going to go on the edge here. I'm going to put that there, line it up, and fold it over. And that will open up. Nice thing about collard is you can just rub it off. So that is a bit of journaling there. You can see the yumminess of this document. It's a bit of me now that's thinking, do I like that? Yeah, you do, Jess. Yeah, you do. So that's that. Now, you could add some decoration later, but that can stay in my stash, ready for a journal where it needs something stuck in a pocket. It is, yeah, so it will go, maybe put it in a side tuck and or in a pocket. You open it up, nice big bit of journaling and a lovely bit of vintage ephemera. Yeah, I'm liking that. Let's see if I can do one a bit quicker. Right, let's see if the next one can go a bit quicker and maybe learn from a few mistakes, because actually I'm not sure that I liked necessarily what I did. I'm thinking we'll reinforce this with the micropore. Why don't we use the strip why don't I use the strip I cut off the other one? What a brilliant idea, Jess. There we go. Go down there. Yeah. And then you can just fold over like that. That'll work wonders. Yeah, I think that's going to work much better. Trim that little bit off there. There we go. So, yeah, so we're going to do what we did before. Fold that over, so that's my hinge. We're going to glue that down. So I got this thought from Roxy, a Roxy Weekly Challenge, but she had vintage documents that were like plain on one side and not on the other, and she sort of folded them up to go in a pocket, and so you had sort of a journaling spot on the inside, but of course this has got nice bits of vintage adverts which I could cover up. I could stick something directly on that, but I quite like having that to see, so I didn't want to cover it up. So I'm not gonna. So nah. But of course you could. I might do another one where I'm just going to cut that. Where I do cover up if it hasn't got nice adverts. There's some bits where I think it's just got text on the other side at other parts. So I might stick on that. Well, I don't know if you saw my video or I showed you my haul of new things, and I bought this this cutting mat, and lots of people said they were going to go to Home Bargains and have a little look. So if you did, I hope you found some. I was going to pop in today because there's one right by the hospital, but because I thought I'd be dropping Ed off and coming back for him, but you were a bit too poorly for that, so I had to go with him. Right, if I'm sticking that on there, I want something across there. So why don't we stick an advert across there, Jez? I think that's quite a good idea, Jez. So I've got some more adverts here that don't quite lend themselves to do what I've just done. So could I put that money made quickly on there? Maybe. Or what about that one? That'll probably fit on it nicely. Let's have a little look. I'm going to keep the strip along the top. I'm probably going to do a masterboard as well. So some of these, well, go well on that. You know, that nice little strip. Just be nice on a masterboard with a date on it and everything. So let's have a little. Yeah, we come down there. You do have to sacrifice something on the other side. It's just the way it is. I did quite like that, but I could still have that bit of it. Just lost the title page, the title of it rather. So I'm just wondering, I might zoom you in a bit more now, whilst I had the big publication in the way. Kind of needed it, but little scraps. So stick that on there, and that's just nicer to look at than the bit of the book. Yep. I'm thinking that I might just, I wasn't going to ink because it's already very old and very stained, so I was thinking tunneling inking, but I'm not very good at that. I'm not very good at not inking. Right, where's my glue stick? It's a very good question. Still in my bag from the weekend, I think. Yeah, still in my bag from the weekend. So I'm gonna put glue stick, but I'll put wet glue around the outside. Because I don't trust it. it does look a bit like. That's what it was meant. Yeah, I think that goes well in there. Then that's going to go on top there. That's a beautiful colour match for that. Then we open it up. We've got slightly less journaling space on the inside, but we've got more pretties. So yeah, like that. So I do love to use genuine ephemera in my journals, but also I don't see why you can't make something with the genuine ephemera. Doesn't have to be as is, if you get what I mean. You can experiment with it, make things in the same way as you would a digital or a book page. Yeah, we can do it with our genuine ephemera as well. So that's two little things to pop in. So let's have a look at the rest of that page now I've started with. That is, I could use this one. So let's go all the way down. So this one here, about the deadly guitar. Gonna go down the end there. Let's line this up on my board so I'm getting it straight. Yeah. Yeah, that's straight. So what we're looking at height-wise here, so that's like the height of a, so what I could do for that is get a, so I might get some tea-dyed paper that I would use for making the journaling page. Fold that. And then we could just glue that down so it's like a bit of decoration on the page. Because I'm not bothered about what's on the back. I could back it and then it would be a pocket. I could do that. Back it with something to make it stronger. So I'm just gonna grab a bit of book page. To sort of reinforce it. Bit of this. Yeah, it's quite a nice weight. So and I can make a pocket. There we go. So just giving a few ideas, and actually one of these could maybe pop in that pocket, potentially, Jez, potentially. Let's put a bit of glue around the edge. Yeah. And then we'll just stick that down. Right, what I'm going to do is wipe where the excess glue is on that. So I don't get any on here. And I'm going to turn this over. There we go. Didn't they have wild moustaches back there? I am not a lover of facial hair. And certainly, that would make my flesh creep if that came anywhere near me. So that's much better now. And I can move you out of the way. Where's me daubers? Don't know. I don't think that was the one you were looking for, Jez. But it will do. I probably should have waited until that was dry. But I didn't. one thing I've managed to do over the last day or so is catch up on my YouTube comments. Some of them were actually quite old, so I have actually been really, really busy, and you know, civil partnership and funny moon and trying to recover and unpack and things. Yeah, it took its time. So I'm gonna have that. So if I glued that down and created a pocket, and then it would actually fit something like that in. If I wanted to, I probably wouldn't. Probably just have it as a great big pocket ready for something to go in. I could do it so as a pocket going downways, but no, I think I'll go sideways with it. Yeah, so I'm going to do it, going to give it a bit of a thicker edge. There we are. So we've now got a nice big pocket there for sticking something in. So another way of using those things up. Right, what else might we do? Right, we've got this. Could make a journaling card with this. I might mount it on some packaging paper. I think it'll go on that quite nicely. want to see. Put it on there. Yeah, I can do that. And let's come down there. I might make it a pocket front. It could turn into a journaling card afterwards, but I think if I fold that down, so that's the top reinforced. That could be a pocket. I like that idea. I'm thinking I might want a little bit yeah, thinking I might. Right. Oh, I've not done it long enough. Right, let's just snip that off. Not done it wide enough. Right. What I'm going to do is put some glue stick down the middle of that. I might trim it a tad. I want a bit off the side there. Just going to take that off. That ain't what I wanted to do. Although I don't think it matters at all. Right. So I'm just going to trim little bits off, and then I'm going to pull the threads. Like that. So, yep. And then I'm going to trim this side down. down from the top. That would be a nice little pocket. So, looking at the time, I think we'll call that done for my first little play with my antique newspaper. So we've got fold out journaling bit, another fold out journaling bit, which I could add more decoration to it when I know what journal it's going in. We've got a nice big pocket there, what is going to be a journal page, and a pocket here that would stick down, and you can stick whatever in it. So like that. Could be a journaling card. I could change my mind, cut that top off and it just be a journaling card, but I quite like it as a pocket front there. So there we have it. Hope that's useful. Hope that's given you some ideas. You could do this with book pages. You could do it with digitals. Yeah, that is just my first thoughts of playing with those newspapers. Okay, don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. And I'll be back soon. Take care now.